It's National Black Business Month, y'all. And black business is what y'all are, what y'all run on, and who you're trying to help. And y'all really are making it work right now. You're making it succeed. So tell us about what Bold Exchange is and what your company is, just for people who are joining and trying to learn about what your company is.
And you take it.
Yeah, so Bold Exchange is an online shop that, well, I should say Bold Exchange is the most convenient way to buy black. So that really tells you.
Point blank, period.
Basically, the Bold Exchange shop is an online retailer where we sell exclusively products from Black-owned businesses, from skincare and hair care to candles and coffee. And we also have a side of our business called Grow Bold, which is marketing and advertising agency where we help small businesses grow, connect with their communities, and deepen their relationship with their supporters.
So we got style, we got hair care, we got design, we got the whole nine. You even got face masks recently, right? Face masks, hair ties. Show the merch. Show the merch, Doug. Show the merch.
I'm not gonna put it on because somebody will buy this.
Yes.
But, there's several designs. Obviously, they can check out on the website. But.
Yeah, they're from a company called Diop, which is a Detroit-based heritage-inspired brand. And I actually was in a fellowship that just wrapped up at the end of June, or maybe it was early June. Actually, it's been a long summer, but it wrapped up in June, and I met the co-founders through that program. It's really great to know the people that we actually work with.
So, what's the idea behind this product? What's the idea behind your guys' website? How did you come up with this? It's really groundbreaking.
Well, I think there's a couple things. It goes back to 2016, even I guess 4 years ago now,
right,
where we both made a conscious effort to really try to support Black-owned businesses. Nothing against anybody else, but we want to support people who look like us, also share our culture. And I know Danny, she can probably tell you a little bit more about it, but she tried to buy black for all of her Christmas gifts, and she thought it was really, really difficult. And so that was like a really personal thing for her. And then for me, for our alma mater, I was on our board as a youth trustee, and I had no idea what a board was. We had just graduated, and most people on the board were entrepreneurs, but none of them looked like us. So it was like, why are all these people with influence and power and the ones making the decisions entrepreneurs, but I don't feel like I'm fully, I've never had anyone with this experience in my life. So those were really clicking points for us in 2016. And fast forward now, we've got this full site that's been getting
y'all right on ticking with it now.
Yeah, it's been nice to see the evolution, really.
Absolutely.
So don't leave me hanging on the IG live. Come request to be in it, so it doesn't look like I'm talking to myself.
All right, hold on.
They must think I'm a mime or something. I don't know.
You keep going. I'll figure it out.
Yes. Okay. I think what's really been great over the last couple of years, especially, we launched kind of version 1 of Bold Exchange in 2018, and to see the growth from that site, which was really just a kind of a marketplace where people could list their products. And you could buy directly from the site, you could buy across brands, but you couldn't really, it wasn't the type of thing where we were able to give a consistent, really great customer experience for shopping across Black brands. So seeing that growth and development over, 2 years.
It's the echo.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. That's what I was worried about. Oh my God, I'm hearing it. But no, I think that consistent growth is just, and like development and sometimes stepping back and understanding like when you need to step back and reevaluate and sometimes pause everything and really think about why you got started and what you want to do. That has been critical to our success, because I don't think that, nobody's an overnight sensation and nobody would call us that now, but I think you have to evaluate, okay, this isn't working, why isn't it working, and like what will it take for something to work? Maybe this will never work, the thing that you're doing, but what did you initially want to do when you first got started, and how can you still make that happen? So that constant like pivoting and
Yeah.
how it works has been so great.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of restructuring, and to me, I feel like there's been like 3 waves of it almost. So in 2018, what kind of got y'all off the ground and running a big competition that y'all did in DC?
Mm-hmm.
They throw the lob. So
Right.
you were the one who won it. So I'll let you.
Yeah. So it was called, it's an organization called Black Girl Ventures, and it was our first ever pitch competition. I had done like a couple of competitions, I guess, that summer, I think, before we did, as we were launching, before we did this big pitch competition, but there was no money on the line. It was like, during a training I was in. And so I didn't really have much pitch experience. Most nervous I've ever been. I've been on stages a lot in my life. I used to go to art school, all of that. This was like nothing I'd ever experienced before. But
you got the theater background, and you were scared up there talking about your own company.
I was so nervous.
The hands.
I'm a talker. I'm very much like have always been somebody who doesn't mind presenting, but I think there's something really scary about getting up there and saying, come on this journey with me and believe in a vision of something that really exists in my head, and I'm trying to make it happen, but it hasn't happened yet. And so that was scary, but we had so many people in our corner, including you. We had a big cheering section. Came in from Baltimore and like had to take an Uber all the way back from DC to Baltimore. Crazy.
That's love right there.
That's
exactly support.
So I was really impressed with that, but just also the opportunity to pitch and have that huge, like that was a major vote of confidence really early, that we won $3,000 in actual cash, and then $7,000 in other like in-kind donations. Really great experience there.
I mean, just that story alone, like y'all are a bold couple with a bold concept, bold title, and you get up there as bold and as brave as you are, and you win that pitch competition at Google in DC. To me, that was the first big hurdle, right? Then y'all got a little bit of traction from that, and you've just kept building and building and building upon it. And then take us to last year, you did the crowdfunding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll hop in. I mean, so take the pitch competition. It was almost a whole year between winning the pitch competition and when we did a crowdfunding campaign. So really in that whole year, what we did was we had a newsletter that grew from about 300 people to 2,000 in that year's time. And the pitch competition.
300 to 2,000?
Yeah, it's over 2
in a year?
Yeah, so all we were doing was literally buying from brands with pitch competition money and reviewing them. So every week we bought from a different brand, and we would talk about it in our newsletter. And so we already had it in our mind that we are going to do a Kickstarter or some kind of crowdfunding. So we're like, look, let's not tap our audience. Let's just give them this value, because we've already feel like we've been validated in a certain way winning a pitch competition. So let's be patient. And we just built up over that year to then do the crowdfunding campaign, and we raised almost $12,000.
Wow.
Like we really were tapping on that audience that we built over email and the videos. So it was like you said, a gradual process of where we are now. It was like there were clear steps that we took, and we were like, let's be intentional. And like what you see now is a buildup of all of that, that hard work. So
yeah.
Well, y'all got through those 2 big hurdles successfully. Now I'm talking about the third wave has been the biggest hurdle for everyone in the world. Y'all facing a global pandemic, right? But in some ways that has helped the brand.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time because, we launched basically right before things shut down. We launched at the very, very end of February. Yeah, maybe 2 weeks. I know we launched February 28th, so the second to last day of Black History Month, and we're really excited. We had a modest amount of inventory, a few brands, like it was, it was maybe 10 brands at the time. And we were excited, of course, about that. And then, a couple weeks later, Doug was here for spring break from law school. And in Charlotte, things kind of shut down one Friday. Like, I think Thursday evening, we heard like maybe things will shut down. And by Friday, everything was closed. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of trips to the post office with masks on, and being really intentional about safety when packing orders and things like that. But when protests started around, this kind of total racial reckoning happened, not just in the streets and with law enforcement, but also in companies and people thinking about where they spend their dollars. That became a major driver of revenue for a lot of Black-owned businesses, and we were lucky enough to be among those. We had a crazy, June was insane.
Right.
We sold out of a lot of things, and so July was a lot of strategizing for a much bigger audience, and planning for a much faster track to some of the levels of success we had expected to get to maybe sometime next year, and we're already there.
So nationwide protests, blackout day.
Yeah.
We had some guilt thrown in there from people that who were feeling sorry for different brands or whatever the case may be. Share some of the highlights after kind of the protests started and this kind of racial reckoning started.
Yeah, I'll share a couple. You probably got the one that's most recent, but like you said, a lot of attention. We've been featured in New York Magazine, which was huge. We still feel like we see some traction from that.
Magazine. That was 138 Black-owned business.
So it started. Yeah, when they first released it, it was 70. And we're like, oh, we're one of 70, and there were businesses we look up to on that list.
Yeah.
Right.
And they've added over time. So that was the major one. And then Delish and Apartment Therapy, there's been a bunch. But I think another milestone for us that we've been really proud of is we've had some companies support us now. With Spotify, placed a pretty big order. DocuSign, very recent. So these are large, recognized companies who have somehow found us, and want us to be introduced to their employees. So that kind of growth has been word of mouth more than anything. So we feel really good about that. And then we have a really recent one about kind of what we're going through right now.
Yeah,
the program.
Oh yes.
Come on, share.
So I mean, we got into this before before the protests and things really started, but
that's right, I forgot.
Yeah, so we just started this week though. It's the Venture for America Accelerator, and so it's a 4-month program where we do all sorts of workshops and have access to mentorship and guidance. And we work on the project full time. You do your company full time. You get a little capital to be able to work on it full time. And so,
hey, Green, we need some.
It's all about them. Yeah, it's all about them Benjamins.
So I think that was a huge, that was a big moment, being able to leave my full time job and make Bold Exchange my full time job has been so rewarding and unexpected. I think I don't know that I would have expected I would be able to so seamlessly do it this time last year. If you asked me, I don't know that I would have said that, but that's been really great already. It's only been a week, but it will end in November with a demo day, and so we'll show all sorts of stakeholders what we've been working on the last few months.
Danny's going to do another pitch.
I'll be pitching again.
Another pitch. Okay, Doug, what do you do? Because it looks like Danny's taking all the credit for everything, and I've seen her on the front lines.
Takes the packages to the post office every day.
I uplift.
No, he does so much.
I carry boxes, but no, it's been great.
Team effort.
Right.
I think, like Danny said, I probably have done some of that stuff too, but I love supporting her because I've told her this, and this is 100% true. I feel like her as an example means more than me as an example, because I feel like there are a lot of Black men that are, paraded for entrepreneurship, et cetera.
Yeah.
Not enough Black women when it's most companies out of anybody. And so I feel like the examples like her. So any chance I get to big up her, that's real. I want her to be in the spotlight. Yeah. And every now and then I get fresh. I step in the spotlight too. But
yeah, you get to pick out, I see it. I see it.
I'm gonna get a haircut for that. But no, so it's been good to tag team, like you said, to be business partners, but more than that. So it's been nice to play off of each other because we have strengths and different weaknesses, but we complement each other.
So, I mean, well, we're celebrating both of you and your company, but specifically, like you said, Doug, celebrating Black women this summer and always. You know, we're celebrating, you know, Black entrepreneurship. It's National Black Business Month. So let us see the boxes. I know the boxes in the background back there. Y'all shipping everything.
Well, here's a box. There's a lot of boxes around.
There's so many boxes.
What are we shipping? What are we shipping right now? These face masks, shea butter.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of face masks, candles,
coffee,
candles.
Yeah, those are like the biggest. You know, when you talk about how do you adjust for a pandemic, I don't think we expected our most popular things to be our most popular things.
Yeah,
and a lot of that comes from people being stuck in their houses.
Right.
And so that has really influenced what brands we're really working with closely right now. Also what people are ordering. So
right, you might have, like, if you think about it, you might have been one of those people who drinks coffee every day, and you would go to Starbucks on your way to work, or when you got to work, you'd make coffee at the coffee, the coffee cart, or you'd make it in the break room or whatever, and like that's not happening, right? So people have, definitely been stocking up on premium coffee on Bold Exchange. We just added a new brand of coffee, which we're very excited about. We added a new candle brand. We're bringing in some kind of health food type, like supplementy type things.
Okay.
On that, so yeah,
y'all going bold vegan? Is it vegan bold?
It is vegan. It's vegan.
Look, if y'all want to tap into that money, they're going vegan. Pro athletes.
We're vegan sometimes, vegetarian often, so it works. It works, but I mean, that's it though. Like, these are things we use ourselves, and I mean, I would say on this the same with Grow Bold, which is our marketing agency. It's really great to talk to other business owners, accountable. They help us stay accountable. We have a group called the Bold Group, and they, very much like meet whenever you need some support. And oftentimes it ends up being like, a couple people come and we'll just chat with them about what their challenges are right now with their business. And that's been really rewarding. Definitely was a reaction to pandemic shutting everything down, and you can't meet up with people the same way that you might have wanted to before things started. If you were in a co-working space or you had a group you met up with, you can't do that anymore. And so being able to create a virtual space, a digital space where we can consult on businesses and offer all sorts of services has been really rewarding as well. We don't want to, we talk a lot about the shop, but we don't want to overshadow that either.
Well, supporting Black businesses is something that is core to this show, supporting you two, and now having you all as a sponsor. And that's the real reason why we're even here talking about this, is this partnership that we have together. 2 years ago to the day almost, I had y'all on my show, and it was the first podcast interview. Now fast forward in 2 years, and everyone's grown and blown up, and we're gonna give y'all flowers during National Black Business Month. Definitely supporting you all, the Black love, the bold love, and no, I'm serious. I mean, it's boldly Black owned, as y'all call it. I mean, it's very ambitious, and we love to see it. That's the reason why we're doing this. But we're in a pandemic right now. We don't know what's gonna happen in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months or years down the line, right, with this. But when we come out of whatever becomes the normal again, what do we expect to see from Bold Exchange?
So much. Our next big thing on the horizon is probably before we come out of this. But the holiday season for Bold is about to be absolutely crazy. We are expanding the space where we run this business, which is amazing.
You probably see some of it in the back in the reflection.
Yeah, in the reflection you probably see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it away though.
Space for inventory is packed to the gills, and so we are expanding, which means we can hold more inventory and add more brands to the site. And so I think the Bold Exchange shop, like, first holiday season, is going to be absolutely insane. You do not want to miss out.
Okay.
We'll have all sorts.
We're marking our calendars.
Right, Black Friday weekend. Prepare. You can be at home with your family, eating pie, shopping on Bold Exchange. So that's what we would love to see. You don't have to go anywhere. You can buy from Black-owned businesses from the comfort of your couch. and it will be to you in 3 days, even through the holidays. So that's what we're really excited
Now,
about.
is it now? Now I gotta stop you. Is it there in 3 days because Doug is just speeding down the highway and getting it to them? Or well, why is it there so quickly?
That would be amazing.
Right.
But
What's the secret to success there?
we ship every day. We don't
We
have, and also, like, this is not a knock at all to small businesses that do not ship every day. We don't make products ourselves. And so that makes it possible for us to curate an experience and, focus on the shipping in a way that, is a much heavier lift for brands that are also making the products. So it's not a knock to other small businesses like, oh, they're going to get you stuff in 10 days. Like, that's not it at all. Some people have days that they ship out and they have days that they make their products, and we absolutely respect that hustle. So that's not a knock on them. It's just the way that we want people to be able to have really no excuse not to shop Black-owned brands and really great Black-owned brands. We have them all here for you. You can buy them and they'll be to you in a few days. And there you go. Like, it's convenient. You don't have any excuses. These are products we try and make and use ourselves, so we know they're good. There's no excuse to not buy Black, and that's it.
Yeah, like I said, I just am the one getting to the post office. So
we ship out every morning.
Which is so vital and important, though.
Gas. Driving defensively, that's important.
Especially.
Defensive driving.
Potholes and people and buses.
Charlotte drivers are horrible.
But no, it's been interesting because I don't think I've ever been to the post office this much in my life. I call them my aunties that work in the post office because they let me in the back room. We got a lot of stuff. So I see why some people get their packages slow because there's a lot happening back there. Yeah. But we've been lucky to have everybody be able to get their stuff in 3 days. So we really stick to that.
Yeah.
Y'all two have been great on this live right now. If the Facebook doesn't go up again, I was going to take questions from people if they had them. And I really just want people to know how they can find you, what they can find, and how quickly they can get it. And if that means Doug got to drive faster or whatever the case has to be, how can they do those things? Find you, what they can get and how quickly they can get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they can find us at bold_exchange on all social media. And then they can also email us at hello@boldexchange.com. That will go to both of us and we'll read your emails, whether that's a suggestion for a product we should carry or a brand that we should check out. We also still review products here and there. It's not as much of a focus for us now, but we really do still love to get products because that's how we learn about products we might want to buy and in wholesale and sell in the shop in the future. So that's where you can find us and that's where you can hit us up. You can also go to boldexchange.com just to check out what we have and also subscribe to our newsletter, which we send out a newsletter twice a week, but we promise they're not boring. We write them and enjoy writing them
2 times.
2 times. 2 times. One is focused on the shop, but the other one is just kind of getting to know us, and that's something that people have really enjoyed doing. So we love our community of supporters, and we hope to add some more to that group.
Thank you both so much. As always, my special guests, Danny and Doug, the co-founders of Bold Exchange. It is the most convenient way to buy Black online, Black-owned brands, Black love, a Black business, 2 Black budding entrepreneurs. Gotta have them. Gotta love them.
I didn't know where you were going.
The Furious 2. Go ahead.
I said, I didn't know where you're going at the end with that, but perfect. That's why.
Right. The alliteration.
You're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Max Out Time is now sponsored by Bold Exchange, and we're working this partnership together. We're gonna get some bold reviews, some more content, some more Black-owned brands that we can get for Bold Exchange. And if you listen to the podcast, I'm always gonna be shouting them out. You get a little discount code on your next purchase from Bold Exchange. So listen to the upcoming episodes of Max Out Time. Please do that. More content coming very, very soon. We're going to be bold with this the next 4 months, and
Love it.
through the pandemic
Yes.
and get this thing going. So thank you guys again.
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
See you, Arthur.
Bye.